Okay guys, in this session we are going to discuss about the EV relation. Okay, and this is very important topic, and a number of questions were asked in a previous examination from this topic. Let's start our session. Potential definition and EV relation. So we know what is this potential. Okay, so potential is nothing, it is a work done in a bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to the given point. So delta V is given as a Vp. Why? At infinity, that is what our reference point. So potential is 0. So Vp is equal to minus integration infinite to P E dot dx. Okay, so this is a simple definition of a potential as we know. So how we use this relation? So let's see. So in a region of electric field, if it is varies with the distance x, if you change the distance and electric field is varies, then the relation between the electric field and the potential can be given as this relation: dV is equal to minus E dx, which means E is equal to minus dV by dx along I. Suppose x is the direction. Okay, so in this case, how we just use this one? See, if you consider very small displacement, then integration is not required. If you consider very small displacement dx, then for small displacement integration is not required. Then what is this? So V is equal to minus E dot dx. We just write this one. Okay, if you have you just moved charge from one point to another point, that's very small, then it's within this small displacement electric field is almost constant and integration is not required. So V is equal to minus E dot dx. So from this, if what you have to write the electric field? So electric field is equal to minus dV by dx. Okay, and the direction is supposed to be I, like this. Suppose you are moved along a x direction, so in this way. Okay, so that's a relation between the electric field and the potential for the given cases. Okay, if an electric field is dependent on x, if it is changed with this x. Okay, so that is a relation you must be remember. And here negative sign indicates, as we discussed in a previous session, in the direction of electric field potential is decreases. What is this negative sign indicates? Negative sign means what? In the direction of electric field, potential is decreases, and we discuss about it this sentence in detail. So right now we are not discuss about it. Okay, so you must be note it. And how we just write this type of case in 3 dimension. That's only one direction. Suppose dV by dx. So electric field is nothing, it is a gradient of V, means minus del V. So generally the vector form of electric field is written like this: E is equal to EXI plus EYJ plus EZK. So any vector form of electric field is given by this relation. So here this gradient of V gives electric field. So what is the meaning of Ex? So Ex means minus del V by del x. What is the meaning of Ey? So Ey is equal to minus del V by del y, and Ez is equal to minus del V by del z. So by this way you just find the electric field first. Okay, now for vector form, what are you doing? You put this all value into this equation number 1, then what do you get? See, electric field is equal to EXI plus EYJ plus EZK. So put this whole value. So minus del V by del x plus del V by del y plus del V by del z. Okay, and here the direction is I, J and K, like this. Okay, so by this way you just getting this answer. But you must be find these 3 terms, this electric field in a particular direction, by using this relation: a partial derivative of V with respect to x, with respect to y, and with respect to z. You get thus Ex, Ey and Ez. And finally after getting this one, you just put this value in equation number 1, you get the net electric field vector for the given condition. Okay, so this is the simple relation between the electric field and potential. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see. Equipotential surface, very much important and useful concept. Equipotential surface. First of all, what is the definition? Let's see. If you consider equipotential surface, then surface on which at every point potential is same. If you consider any surface where this every point potential is same, then we call it is equipotential surface. Or an equipotential surface is a surface with a constant value of potential, with a constant value of potential at all this point of the surface, we call it is equipotential surface. For an example, if you consider any point charge q somewhere here, now you draw a one spherical surface. Okay, let's consider, suppose it is sphere, and the sphere radius is supposed to be r. So you just choose some point a, b, c, d and e on this surface, then find the potential at the surface. So va is equal to vb is equal to vc is equal to vd is equal to v, and it is given as a kq upon r. Okay, why? Distance is same, charge is same, so this potential, so potential over this surface is same at every point. So we call this is the equipotential surface. This is what? Equipotential surface for point charge q. पॉइंट चार्ज क्यू के लिए जो सरफेस ड्रॉ किया वो कैसी है? इक्विपोटेंशियल है. तो इस तरह की कोई भी सरफेस आप ड्रॉ करते हो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? इक्विपोटेंशियल, वेयर दस पोटेंशियल इज सेम ओवर द सरफेस. Over the surface, if the potential is same, then we call it is a equipotential surface. Okay, all of you guys note this, not it? Okay, let's come back to the theory. So this type of surface called equipotential surface. Now potential difference, you consider the potential difference along the equipotential surface is what? 0. Why? Va is equal to Vb is equal to Vc, so difference is 0. If you consider this potential is same, if V is same, it means delta V is equal to what? 0. So potential difference 0. So work done to displace the charge from one point to another point on the equipotential surface is also 0. Why? Because the W is equal to Q delta V. So delta V 0 है तो W भी क्या होगा? 0. If you displace any charge over the equipotential surface, then there is no additional work is required. There is a additional work is required is what? 0. So this is the very helpful concept. You must be note it. Okay, potential difference over the equipotential surface is 0, and due to this work done to move the charge from one point to another point on the equipotential surface is what? 0. Okay, why? W is equal to what? Q delta V, as we know. So all of you must be note this. Let's see. In general, if you just give some idea about this one, then for any charge configuration, equipotential surface through the point is normal to the electric field at that point. You must be noted properly. Okay, if you consider any charge configuration, then equipotential surface must be normal to the electric field, at this point. Let's see how to understand it properly. Suppose you consider that is the electric equipotential surface. You consider any type of configuration. Suppose it is what? Equipotential surface. Equipotential surface. Okay, you must be concerned this type of situation. Suppose here electric field is not perpendicular. So electric field is not perpendicular, then what happens? So if it is not perpendicular, then there is a two component. One is along perpendicular, one is along parallel. So this is E perpendicular and this one is what? E parallel. So what happens in this situation? See, if any charge is moved from one point, suppose initial, to the another point final. If any charge, let's consider Q, is moved all along this equipotential surface from initial to final, then here electric field is present, then work must be required. Why? Work is what? Actually, original definition of the work is what? Work is equal to minus Q integration E dot dx. Okay, let us consider this movement is equal to, suppose, dx. How much displacement? Dx. So here this work done due to perpendicular component is 0. Work done due to perpendicular component is 0. Why? Angle cos 90 is 0. But what about this parallel? So if you write here two things, work done is equal to minus Q integration E perpendicular dot dx. This is equal to what? 0. Why? Theta is equal to pi by 2 and cos pi by 2 is what? 0. So this is the reason. And the second work done due to parallel components, so minus Q integration E parallel dot dx does not equal to 0. if you consider these two situation, then here the net work done is not zero. When it is not zero, when the electric field is not perpendicular. So this is the reason for the semi-equipotential surface electric field is always perpendicular to surface. Okay, work done तो जीरो ही होना चाहिए, as we studied in a previous slide. वर्क डन कैसा होना चाहिए, जीरो. अगर परपेंडिकुलर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड नहीं होगा तो वर्क डन जीरो नहीं रहेगा. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ए जीरो है लेकिन ए नॉन जीरो आया, तो फिर नेट वर्क डन कैसा आया, नॉन जीरो. यू जस्ट कंसिडर दैट इज W1 एंड हियर इज W2. But if electric field is perpendicular to equipotential surface everywhere, then work done is zero. And our definition is proved here. Okay, so for this purpose you must be, so that is a proof. You just write down this one is a proof. Okay, not this proof in our books. Let's see. So this one in terms of so if the field were not normal to the equipotential surface, it would be non-zero component along the surface. Non-zero component along the surface means what? Parallel component. Parallel component, मतलब parallel component non-zero होगा. Then to move the unit test charge against this direction of the component of the field, work would be have to be done. यहाँ पे कुछ work मिलेगा, देखो. Work does not zero, but this is in contradiction to the definition of equipotential surface. मतलब कि equipotential surface की जो definition है उससे तो है opposite हुआ, क्योंकि equipotential surface पे तो work done zero होना चाहिए. यहाँ पे देखो work done कैसा होना चाहिए, zero होना चाहिए, लेकिन यहाँ पे zero नहीं होता है. तो फिर there is no potential difference, between the 2 points on the surface, and no work is required to move a test charge on the surface. That is a definition. But here the some contradiction. If there is electric field is not perpendicular to the surface, so what is this meaning of this? Electric field must be required to the perpendicular to the equipotential surface. So the electric field, you must be noted, the electric field must therefore be normal to the equipotential surface at every point. You can say that each and every point on the equipotential surface, electric field is perpendicular to surface. Electric field is perpendicular to the surface. Okay, for an example, you can see the point charge. So let's suppose it is a point charge. So what is the equipotential surface? The sphere, as we know, that is what? Spherical surface. Draw the electric field lines. So these are the electric field lines. So draw the angle everywhere. See, everywhere the angle is 90 degree. Everywhere this angle is what? 90 degree. So this one is, so equipotential surface is perpendicular to electric. Actually must be, surface must be perpendicular to electric field. Okay, so this is the one example. Okay, all of you guys noted? Let's see. Simple situation, equipotential surface for a different charge configuration. If you just change the charge configuration, then how the equipotential surface is given. Let's see example number 1. For the point charge, so the equipotential surface is like this. See, this is spherical. You draw the spherical one. Okay, so this one is equipotential surface. See, this one, these are the equipotential surface for a point charge. Okay, if the electric field is stronger, the equipotential surface are nearer to each other. If it is weaker, then equipotential surface are away from each other. Not this one. If the electric field is stronger, then equipotential surface are nearer to each other. If the electric field is weaker, then equipotential surface are farther away from each other. Okay, so that is a one knot. You must be noted. Okay, now uniform electric field. So uniform electric field is this one. Equipotential surface is perpendicular. See, everywhere. Okay, so it is a plane surface. For this plane surface is considered as the equipotential surface. Here spherical surface. If you consider the charge system, then what? Let's see third example. Positive and negative charge pair, it's called a dipole. and we discuss about dipole in detail later on. And two positive charge systems. See, so this one is a negative minus q and plus q charge system. So its equipotential surface is like this. They are attract to each other. They are what? Attract to each other. Then here this distance is decreases, here this distance is increases. See, so this equipotential surface of the two positive and negative charge are attract to each other. मतलब कि उसके बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है वो चार्ज के बीच में कम होगा और चार्ज की अवे साइड लार्जर होगा. सी, यहाँ पे दिखाया हुआ है, यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस कम है और यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा है. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? एंड दिस इफ यू कंसीडर दिस टू पॉजिटिव चार्ज देन इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस आर रिपल्स टू ईच अदर. बिकॉज टू पॉजिटिव चार्ज है तो क्या करेगा, यहाँ पे भी पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, यहाँ पे भी पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, वो भी रिपल करेगा तो इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस भी रिपल करेगी. देखो यहाँ पे दिखा है. So this is the charge configuration for different type of cases. Okay, so all of you guys note this in your books. And one another thing for the equipotential surface, if you have a point charge then concentric spherical surface are equipotential. If you have a line charge then concentric cylindrical surface are the equipotential surface. If you have a uniform electric field then the plane surface. Then what? Plane surface. And you must be note something here. If electric field is stronger then equipotential surface are nearer to each other, and if electric field is weaker then equipotential surface are away from each other. So you must be note it because it is helpful to solve out the different MCQ. Okay, then when this type of questions is given in examination you must be use this concept. Okay, if electric field is stronger the equipotential surface are near to each other, if it is weaker they are away from each other. Okay, so note this. Let's see next one. Some conclusions out of this whole topic. So first, electric field lines in the direction of the potential is decreases. मतलब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन पोटेंशियल डिक्रीज होगा. नेगेटिव साइन. ओके, वाई? बिकॉज E is equal to minus dV by dx. Mean the in the direction of electric field potential is decreases. So the direction of electric field is what? In which the potential is decreases. You must be not this one. Second conclusion. Its magnitude is given by the change in the magnitude of potential per unit displacement. Per unit displacement normal to the equipotential surfaces. Unit displacement dx is equal to, so what is E? E is equal to minus dV. Why? You consider dx is equal to 1 meter. If dx is equal to 1 meter then electric field is what? Change in potential. Electric field is what? Change in potential. Okay, so magnitude दिया है तो फिर E is equal to mod dV by dx. That is magnitude. That is what? magnitude. अगर यहाँ पे आप dx1 ले लेते हो तो फिर E is equal to क्या हो जाएगा? dV. यहाँ पे आप dx1 लेते हो तो E is equal to क्या हो जाएगा? dV. Okay, so this is the magnitude. What about direction? Direction is in the direction of electric field potential is decreases. Example, suppose ये point A है, ये पॉइंट बी है, यहाँ पे पोटेंशियल 100 वोल्ट है, यहाँ पे पोटेंशियल 200 वोल्ट है, तो फिर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कौन सी डायरेक्शन में आएगा? यहाँ पे सी, डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड मस्ट बी दिस वन, B2 है. क्यों? क्योंकि ए के पास पोटेंशियल 100 है, बी के पास पोटेंशियल 200 है, तो फिर ए से बी आप मूव होते तो वहाँ पे पोटेंशियल कम है 100 ए पे, तो फिर डायरेक्शन उसकी तरफ होगी. इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड पोटेंशियल इज डिक्रीजेस. ओके, लाइक दिस. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन, वर्क डन. Work done is displacing a charge from one point to another point on the equipotential surface is what? 0. So W is equal to what here? 0. You must be not. W is equal to what? 0. And you just know add this note here. Stronger electric field, equipotential surface near to each other, and weaker electric field, equipotential surface are farther away from each other. Okay, and thus you must be not another thing is that is a unit of electric field. As we know, what is unit of electric field? Newton per coulomb. That is the first one. But right now we get this new one. E is equal to mod dV by dx. It means what is the unit of electric field? Volt. Potential का unit है volt. or dx का यूनिट है मीटर, so volt per meter, so that is a new unit of electric field, volt per meter. This Newton per coulomb is also unit of electric field, okay, but that's the second one, volt per meter. So you note this, both this one, unit of electric field. First one is not Newton per coulomb, second one is volt per meter, okay, note it. Let's see some example which is based on equipotential surface. Describe the schematically the equipotential surface to corresponding to the a constant electric field along z direction. If you consider the z direction, suppose it is z direction, then that is a constant electric field along z direction. It means equipotential surface is in the plane of xy, that is what, xy plane. Why? XY plane is a perpendicular to the electric z direction. XY plane is perpendicular to the z, and equipotential surface is always, we know, perpendicular to it. As we know, equipotential surface is always perpendicular to the electric field, okay. So here what, xy plane is considered as a equipotential surface. The field uniformly increases in magnitude but remains in a constant इन सपोज z डायरेक्शन. यहाँ पे भी सेम आएगा xy प्लेन, क्योंकि जहाँ पे कांस्टेंट है वहाँ पे आपको इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस देनी है. तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड z डायरेक्शन में यूनिफॉर्म है, तो उसका परपेंडिकुलर कोई भी प्लेन बना तो z डायरेक्शन का परपेंडिकुलर प्लेन मतलब xy प्लेन. तो इसका भी आंसर क्या आएगा, एक xy प्लेन. और सिंगल पॉजिटिव चार्ज एट ओरिजिन, तो फिर आप ओरिजिन ले लो एक्स वाई जेड, एक्स वाई जेड, यहाँ पे आपने क्यू रखा, तो फिर इसको सेंटर मान के कोई भी स्फेरिकल सरफेस बनाओ. सो व्हाट इज दिस, इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस. सो दैट इज अ इक्विपोटेंशियल surface. So here the spherical surfaces with center 0 0. सेंटर 0 0 लेकर कोई भी आप इक्विपोटेंशियल कोई भी स्फेरिकल सरफेस बना तो क्या होगा, इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस, ठीक है. एंड द यूनिफॉर्म ग्रिड कंसिस्ट अ लॉन्ग इक्वली स्पेस्ड पैरेलल चार्ज्ड वायर इन अ प्लेन. मतलब यहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे वायर की ग्रिड बनाए हुए. तो फिर प्लेन एट वेरी लार्ज डिस्टेंस, डिस्टेंस, क्योंकि लार्ज डिस्टेंस काउंट करोगे तो लार्ज डिस्टेंस पे कोई भी सरफेस प्लेन ही रहेगी. लार्ज डिस्टेंस काउंट करोगे तो लार्ज डिस्टेंस पे कोई भी सरफेस प्लेन ही रहेगी, तो उसको हम इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेसेस ग्रिड के लिए बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है. सो दिस इज द एग्जांपल फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट बुक. ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस इन योर बुक्स, देन आफ्टर वी आर गो टू दिस नेक्स्ट वन. नोट इट.